Good morning. Good afternoon, Paluto. Good evening, Paluto. God, I don't know what time it is. How are you doing, sweetie? I want to take a look at some of these suggestions you got. The dice one I actually.
Show me what your boss can handle. Make me a scandal. Love below the waist.
The dice one was already on my radar. We should look at it. Nice guys, finish that. Thank you for the chaos. I got my new cable in for. Thank you. Cable in for the webcam, so it's back in hopefully a better spot for lighting. Why does Twitch need to advertise to me in my own chat in OBS? I didn't start the thing. Tracking's already infinitely better. I can nod and it doesn't look like... Before I would nod up and down like this, that it was like rah, rah, ah. I don't really know what to do today. I was gonna do like a little more work on the avatar, maybe do more Artisan of Glimmer or something. It'll be chill. It'll definitely be chill. Hopefully you're doing good, Cherokee. Yeah, Pluto, I want to take a look at these 3 games you mentioned. So that's where we're gonna start. No pressure. These are Paluto suggestions. Paluto suggestions. Oh God. Background music. That's my setup. Set up. Announcies. Announcies. Share, please. I want a little bit of up. Is this Cherokee? It's been 4 wonderful years. I need to make some 4-year badges. Why am I having such a hard time getting in a good position here? Doesn't feel as good as further up. It feels jumbled. Looking forward to relaxing. God, I apparently I just can't read today. Okay. That's the good position. There we go. They're getting hi, Drew. How's it going? You're getting the good position for actually using the tablet. I can't just gamer lean crazy when I want to draw. My drink. I got some lime flavored seltzer called Justin Lime. Love these puns. Justin Lime. Okay. Timer's not done, but it's my stream. I'll do what I want. I want to start before we actually get into the stuff. Take a look at these old suggestions from Pluto. So first we have Road Kings, which I think I had seen before. Road Kings. God. So intense. Hi, Winterwolf. Okay, let's watch the trailer together. Be the hero. Deliver that cargo on the open road. As intense. Wow. I like how we go through that whole thing. It's not actually that obvious what the game's even about. I've not listened to your new hardstyle remix, is true. Okay, drive semi-cross school stool, managing multiple job, dodging disasters and rivals. Yeah, so it looks like maybe more of an arcadey, extreme delivery, like an arcadey American Truck Simulator. What's by Saber? These are the same guys that do SnowRunner, Roadcraft. Interesting. We're definitely going to wishlist it. We'll see what it looks like when it comes out, or when it gets closer to coming out. Now this one I'd not heard of at all. Loft Song? I love this art style. That does look really good. Do you like the look of that? Ciphering language. Okay, that does look really interesting. Definitely add that to the wish list. And then puzzles, beans. Where's the wish list? I should really go through the wish list. Catch things. Ooh, ribbons on sale. Ooh, firmament's on sale. That could be good. Have you seen Fatal Claw? It's been early access. What is tomorrow? This sounds familiar. Fatal Claw. Have you seen How to Fish? I have not seen How to Fish. Hold on, let's see. I gotta watch the cinematic trailers. Stream. Scratch him. This is just immediately reminding me of Nine Souls. As another game that I probably wouldn't mind trying. Yes, very Silk Songy. Vaguely furry, so of course it's better. Tense. All right. It's not that expensive either. Okay, well, that's definitely going on the wish list. What's the other one? How to Fish? Oh wait, no, I think I have seen.
Bring him in. Well,
It's another, what do you call it, like friend slop game.
Yo, we're moving. Let's go.
I got stuck.
See, I feel all that happens with the Metroidvanias. I just can't go for the very long of them.
I just need you to just.
I'm in constant pain and agony.
I'm in constant pain.
God.
I don't know if I don't know if that one's up my alley, but it looks entertaining. What was the other one? But I really should clean this up. Dice Hoarder. I saw this and I'm like, oh, this is. I mean, clearly this is giving. I don't have Instagram, Drew. Yeah, that definitely hasn't RV there yet. This is very much librarian vibes. Personally attacked by this one. Just sorting dice. Never go into the base. I love how this one's got like this weirdly like horror vibe going on with it as well. Just sort some cute dice. Yeah. Don't go into the basement. Yeah, we're sorting dice. Yeah, nice and chill. Hey, look, some more dice to sort. True sight. Oh, yeah, we don't want to use any of those fancy skills. Help us. Oh. Yeah, we're sorting dice. Yeah. At the cat. Nothing nefarious going on. Oh. Nothing nefarious going on. Heckin' floppy. Yeah, why do they have the save icon printed out, guys? DieCorp Games. This is their only game, yeah, of course. That's an amazing, good game. I would totally play that. It's already on the wish list. Turns to dust. Okay. I wanted to do a little bit more work on the avatar. I did a little bit of work on it since the last stream, just adding more fur detail. I think I can add more fur detail. I want to get some detail on the white parts. Boobs. I want to get some detail on the white parts because the white parts are looking super bland. I also need okay, let me actually open up creator companion here. The Druffle project. Redo yours. As I have like an ambient occlusion map that I bought for this thing. You know, like a bit more of a muscly shape. And it's not showing up very well on the white fur, and I also want to add some rim lighting because I also don't have the rim lighting on there. Ooh, we could probably add some like glowing rim lighting maybe on the part. Don't remember squat about using Substance Painter, so you'd be starting from scratch. Oh, and I'm glad. Thanks, Helix. Yeah, I was doing a bit of work on it. And we're gonna make it look even better today, or make it look worse. That's always the thing. So this is what it actually looks like. Oh God, where is my cursor center? This is what it actually looks like. In the proper blend shapes. So we're just having to work in the. He's so fluffy. He's just a fluffy guy. Just because I don't have a new enough version of Substance Painter, because screw you, Adobe. So I'm just working with the default FBX form. I probably could have exported the FBX with some different blend shapes closer to this, but I didn't. And so that's where oh my God, where is the cursor is like off at infinity or something. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yo ho, yo ho. Okay. Ruffles. Okay, so I do want to look at the ambient occlusion map a little bit. So this came with this like muscle map, but I'm not really seeing it on here. So I don't know if maybe I need to do different like an ambient occlusion intensity or something like that. Have the strength there. You can change the mapping. Like here, we just like adjust the mapping real quick just so you can see. Like I just don't. It's just like it's not showing through at all. Did I add the right thing? The body occlusion shading map. We do have a shading map as well. Did they not make a universal SSP file for this one? They did. In like a Substance Painter 10 point something. Oh, and it's sorry, yeah, you're talking about the like backwards compatible thing. They did, and I tried installing the plugin, and it still does not work, unfortunately. My Substance Painter is too old for that still. What am I doing? Let's lock this in so it stops. I know, isn't it? Don't you just love Adobe, guys? Love Adobe. But it's just not showing up. Like here, even if I just like delete it, it's not doing anything. Why is my ambient occlusion map not doing anything? Other than adding size to the avatar. Where's my shading? It's set to realistic. So like we should be seeing it in there. If we just go to a flat for a second, does it show up on the flat? No, it doesn't. Why is my ambient occlusion not showing up? Adobe is the best. Adobe is friend. We do also have this. It's called a shading map. I don't know what that is. Oh. That added a bit more. That did something. Does that show up through the flat texture? That does not show up. No idea what that will look like. Okay, that's gonna be hard to tell exactly what that does without going into adding like a weird. I don't know if let's add in like a weird line thing to that. Maybe I don't like that. Anyways, I did want to look at just adding a bit of a rim light before we get onto some texture work. We have 2 rim light channels now with New Warp Wyoming. Such a shiny boy. So I think I want just one generic rim light that's pretty thin. I would like that to be softer though. Softness. Something like that, and I would definitely like the color. Where's the rim power? Wait, what's rim power? Oh, just like how bright it is. Let's see. Put that back to 1. Oh, there's mix base color. So I want this to mix in a little bit, just so it looks like you can just like see like lighting coming, and that's really all it's doing. That, and I would like this to hide in shadows. Oh, doing that hides it in shadows, perfect. Just to get like a little bit there. I kind of want to make the pink feel extra bright though. So the other rim light. I wonder if we can just add that same map to the mask. So now that we have a rim light that's only on the that there, we can give it like a little bit of color. Ooh, actually that's kind of fun because you can kind of make it so like kind of catches like a different color. I like a little bit more of that blue. I don't want to mix base color. This one I do want to have like a little bit of emission. It's kind of fun. I want that to be thinner though, I think, and less sharp. Kind of gives it like a little bit of a shimmer. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. Such majestic triangles on the Druffle. Majestic triangles. Okay. I'll play around with that a little bit. Let's get to some painting. So last time I was in here, I added a bit more detail. Added this kind of section on the sides. Added this stuff on the tail and so on. So I think I want to do the same kind of more detail on the tail, on the back, and so on. So let's get the pen out. A sip of the seltzer. It's in lime. Let's see. Here's my chat window set up. There we go. Okay. So, kind of have these 4 different colors going on in the blue. And I don't know, I've been kind of... I had been using this kind of lighter blue. Not the really light blue, but like the lighter blue. Kind of along the edge. I don't know if I want to just do that everywhere. Like I kind of have that just in parts. Like maybe, for example, it makes sense to have on this part of the tail where it comes away. I don't know if it makes sense to me to have on there, but I think on the tail I kind of like the idea of just like a little piece there, maybe like a little piece here, and we could even maybe like some of these fluffs, maybe even the big one, like these 3 pups here we could have in that lighter blue. Sure, let's try that. Okay, so let's hop over to the tail. I don't even have a layer for that here. For some reason the tail is a separate mesh. So let's go to this lighter blue and just grab that color. A little swatch for that. Back over to the tail. And let's put this just above our base color. That in there. Mask. Brush setup. So I want a nice hard brush. Just want it to be solid. I want it to be probably not quite that simple. Go. So I'm thinking we're just kind of like roughing it out. We have kind of like a section here. In the same way it's kind of like sticking out. I kind of wonder maybe have it kind of out like this. Up in. Kind of even following that line. I don't want to perfectly follow it though. Well, maybe it'll work okay. Well, let's stick with that. Don't throw it out before you're even there. I kind of want to. I can kind of maybe just keep it interesting. You could have it sort of come up. It's underneath this darker blue layer on the layer stack, so it would be annoying for me to try to get it above there, but we could maybe have it kind of kick up a little, and then savies. I think because I had this open for a while before stream. And then I think we can even just have this whole thing, including like this tuft, and the big tuft at the back there. Let's fill those in. Let's switch to base color because it's a little bit easier to see which tufts we're talking about. Let's do a 2D brush and turn off symmetry. Just a little bit big. Some of these layer issues over in here. Ruffles. So cute on the fluffy dergs. Yeah. There we go. That just kind of gives the tail a little bit more dynamics. Switch back to material. So we got like the... Oh, and then I do not want that to be shiny. There we go. Just gives a little bit more depth to the tail. And like we can kind of try to blend that in so it sort of fits in a little bit nicer in there. Let's go back to our hard 3D brush. Again, same thing. I should usually just make a preset. I feel like every time I open this brush, I do the same move. Okay, let's get some fluff on this. Symmetry. Let's kind of refine the shape a little bit. I kind of want this to be... I don't know, Have it come out like this maybe. Like a little bit of a curve. Yeah, I think something like this. And it can kind of go under there. I want to... how well this will work once these dudes all move around and stuff. Okay. Let's fluffy it. Zoom out a little bit because I don't want to just make these. I don't want to make the details too small on here. It'll look weird compared to everything else around it. Derg. A little bit bigger brush. Since the other two layers are doing this. Like that, and then I'll have let's go and fix that other one. Truffle feels very soft. Before we go back to 2D here, don't let me forget about that little. We gotta fix that tuft. Oh my god, fix the brush. There we go. Don't let me forget about that tuft back there, chat. I'm holding you responsible. Undo. Already forgot. Yeah, you had one job here. So fluffy. Okay, where is that spot that we screwed up? I think it's just this little dot here. Come back, Drew. Okay, and then likewise, we also have these like lighter patterns, and I kind of want to do something similar on here for those lighter patterns. So I think again I'm missing that, so let's just go grab that from the body. Definitely want that to be the top color layer in here. So, I don't know, we kind of keep doing these like little tuft reminder as requested. Thank you for reminding us after you fixed it. I appreciate it. Kind of feeling like, I don't know, we could do like strips like this. Kind of keep with, do I want this to like come together? It'd be cool to kind of, since we're coloring tufts, like if I kind of come together for this one in the middle, also be this lighter color. We can do something kind of like this, like these can come together, not touch, but I want to also do like a little bit on the back, maybe like a tiny bit here. Just feeling something like that. I have no idea if it'll work. Let's just go around. Art's not about doing it right. It's about just having fun, right? The crushing, the crusher. So let's see. I have this sort of come out like that. I can kind of come back to that tuft. So these will kind of have it come around and sort of encompass right the edge of that tuft. Just go with it, yeah. That's why pens have erasers. Right? That's the same. If it is unlike after then, that is what the erase tool is for. Exactly. I always like to do these, it always looks so nasty if it's symmetric when it comes together. so we can just run a clean single line. Hi, LZ. Thank you for the pets. How you doing, Bean? And we'll come back and fix that tuft. M Gub. Up. I kind of want this to be sort of kind of have this go like a little bit. Brush, please. I like it to be like a little bit fatter, kind of in the middle, and then come in. So I kind of want it to like dip down a bit more. Sure. Are you enjoying the nice weather? It's really hot today. Oh my god, the bus home was super disgusting. One of the newer buses that should have working air conditioning. I don't think it was working on this thing. Like 20, it was like 27 outside, but it had to be like 35 or something in the bus. It was so disgustingly hot. It's hot, Bill. Keep being in the wrong brush. Pretty chilly. How press the wrong button. How cool is it there? Ooh, actually, yeah, I can have it down like that. Some random detail. I don't know if I like that. This just doesn't feel like it's substantial enough. I feel like no. I just want to do like another kind of open thing. Maybe we can kind of mirror a bit what's going on below this. Like have this kind of come in and then fill, like we could have more tufts up here we can play with. So maybe we can grab, ooh, actually I kind of like that. We can grab that like center tuft and then kind of work down and then spread out. And I think that'll look nice. I don't want this to look too symmetric up and down though. Like what if we have this, I'm just like a little bit more, actually no, maybe I like that better. Maybe I do like it better symmetric. Like that. Is 26 degrees hot for me? No, not really. It's I mean, it's like a warmer day. It's not that bad. Just on the bus, it was super hot. I mean, I was there, so. Shivering a bit. Okay, but what's a warm day for you? Oh, I got the shine going on. That's like a little weird. Not used to this cold temperature. What is a normal warm temperature for you then? I think I need to kind of cut it out from like there and then thick up here now. Let's bring this in just a touch. It's too regular. A little chunky. Well, the tail in my actual model is thinner, so maybe we'll just have to see what it looks like in there. Hello, Enchanted Fox. 23C right now at night, which is nice. I think it's still like 25 or something today. Or today, my god, it's right now. So I think we have just these two middle tufts. I think we have a couple of these kind of like partially colored tufts. Oops. Fix these. tidy this up a little. Looks good. There's some little key bits there. Yeah, that layer. Wait, where are you? Where are you? Oh, you're just not filled in that layer. We usually put the AC down to 17 in the bedroom at night. Detail. Now, if the white looks even more blank, okay, we got to do something with the white. Okay, let's save and export this color mapping. Blindingly white. Open up folders. Let me get the folders open up on the other window here. Let's drag those color maps in. See how they look on the actual model. Okay, so I think I want to add a little bit more detail to the back. Just like maybe like a little bit of like whiter strips in the back. I was not going to do fur brushing on this one, no. Kind of wanted to keep this one just like kind of light, and because I was originally thinking of doing this as like a club avatar, so not wanting to make it too crazy and just kind of do a bit more effects. Kind of looking at like the mane. I wonder if I want like a little bit like kind of like the same sort of pattern that we have going on some of these other parts. Oh, yeah. We definitely need to break up all that white. We 100% we need to break up all that white. Going back over to the body, I'm almost wondering if it makes sense to have like just kind of like a line of tufts kind of like this in this lighter color. And maybe this middle row we could do also in a lighter color. Let's see what this looks like first. So we gotta find all these ones that we just labeled. A little fill. This filling, I do want to switch back to the base color. It's just easier to see if we're screwing up or we're bleeding over. If we're not coloring within the lines. And yeah, I could use a polyfill thing for this, but it's the fun. I'm painting here. It's gotta be perfect. Just observing. I should do more tutorials. Although I feel like as my version of Substance Painter gets more and more out of date, it feels like doing the tutorials feels less and less, I don't know, like relevant? Is that the right word I'm looking for? I kind of like that. Oh, I missed a little section there. Remember, if you have any questions at any time, because I'm going fast. I'm definitely, oh, for sure. I agree, they're transferable. I'm going fast and I'm not explaining a lot, so what's this little patches? Patches, where are you? I see the while we're in here, let's just fix some of these. Where do you get non-subscription version of this? Oh, I mean, that I can't help with. Why is this? Maybe we can just paint this in the switch back to material mode just so we can kind of see a little bit better. Yeah, we're still just on the 2D brush. The nice thing with the 2D brush is it doesn't wrap between pieces of mesh, so like that, and then we can do this lighter blue, which actually is just the normal blue, so it's not even adding, it's just removing this darker blue from the middle. Maybe? I don't know, we'll see. Let's play around. It's easy enough to change. No, chat, it doesn't need to be perfect. We're doing art here, chat. Does not need to be perfect. Yes, they say, I don't know who they are, but they say if you were to sail the high seas, that there is a detour around Yar Adobe. You know, like that just adds like a little bit more depth to the hair instead of just being or the mane or whatever. Just being a solid mass of dark blue. I feel like maybe a little too much though. I feel like the blue was kind of nice because it kind of keeps the attention on the face. The dark blue is kind of nice because it keeps the attention on the face. It feels like a little bit too much. Maybe the lighter stuff is fine, but maybe just that light, the really bright stuff. It is very useful. I use that a lot. I think I might get rid of the bright part. Let's try getting rid of the bright parts. I don't know if I'm as okay. Let's just export it real quick. Just take half a second. Let's look at it in proper shading, proper lighting. I think I'm feeling like maybe just removing the really bright strips in there. Yeah, I don't think I like the really bright strips in there. I kind of like the lighter strip down the middle, maybe just to give it like a little bit of depth. Let's just remove the bright sections. I think they're the only tufts that are, oops, wrong keys. The only tufts that are these lighter colors. We'll switch to base color so we can see a little bit more clearly. I guess I don't specifically just want to get rid of them. I want to, because there's still that darker region underneath them. I want to, okay, we'll just get rid of them. We'll mark them again. Clean it up while we, oops. Clean it up while we go. Oh my god. Switch my brush. Where's my brushies? Brushies, what are you doing? Why is it? Oh, fuck off. I think I need to restart. Just save. Restart substance. Email fizz. Boobas. Boobas. Substance, are you coming back? I don't know why I'm worried about bleeding over because these are all the same color anyways. keep just having that strip, lighter strip. Yeah, I can't even, oh my god, the cameras. This is the camera, what are you doing? Okay. Just having the lighter strip in the middle. Maybe? We'll play around with that. Okay, so I just want to get if I start having a hard time deciding things, I usually like to forget about it, but just kind of move away from it. Sometimes I'll find later that I'll look at it like a second time and I'm like, I actually kind of like how it looks. Okay, so I just want like another little like light thing on the back here, kind of like we were doing on the tail. What do I want to do? I want to kind of keep the M, as it were. I mean, we could just do like a little thing like this, maybe. Makes sense if it curls in like that. Like that? No, I don't like that. I think it'd be more like that. I don't want it to kind of jive with the tail. I guess we could kind of have this bright section go down. We could color that one little tuft, go back and get that one little tuft in the middle. We could have it kind of come in. Sort of touch on there. Exactly. It's about the process. To do kind of a flattened, I think what you mean by a flattened helix. Like, I feel like just widen out the lower half of what you did. Oh, as if they crossed in the middle, I see. So you're thinking kind of like even like this sort of a thing? And just have it not touch the tail? Or you mean like as if they kind of continued on? Kind of more like this even. More like a curve that came back to the center. Overshot. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down. So kind of like it, as if it was kind of like this kind of a thing. And we'll go back to the tail and get that tuft. Yeah, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Let's try it. Fluff it in. It's Mighty Morphin fluffing time. Why did I think of that? Thank you for the hydrate. Yeah, I mean, let's try it out. Let's render it and see. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. Let's render it and see how it comes out. We're just trying stuff. Seeing how it feels. go and fix the part that kind of disappears under the tail there. A little thick right there. I think I want this to come in a bit more. Deep Thought currently on a 3 stream streak. Let's go. This part to come in a bit more. It's got a little tricky kind of playing with the fluff. Yeah, this part gets hidden by the tail clearly, but let's just paint in so there's some kind of continuity back here. The tail rotates at a point pretty far inside the hip, so this section can get kind of seen. And let's go back over the tail real quick and just get that one little tuft. What do I think we'll do for the white? I don't know. We can kind of add like, maybe try adding like little lines of this. And just kind of have it in shading instead of so much different color. I kind of have an idea. See if it pans out. Let's just get this little guy. Turn off your symmetry in 2D mode. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We're there. Boobs. These tits are gonna get in the way. We don't got these tits on the camera. What? Why are we over here? Camera, please. I could probably load in the ambient occlusion map just so we can kind of see some of these lines on like the chest and stuff. I think have a real chance of looking weird. Just because we're painting on such a different version of the FBX here. But here, let's see, what can we play around with here? So in our white layer, you got this new avatar thing, the Druffle. Adorable. He's so fluffy. I'm trying to think how I actually want to do this. I think I want to have like a multiply layer on top. So we'll have to change some of these settings. Black mask. Like when we draw on it, it'll be darker. But I kind of want it to be sort of like faded off. I'm trying to think of how, like if I come in with like a super soft brush. Clearly this is too dark, but I'm just thinking of how I want to physically do this. And then like we cut like the furry into this and then you have like a soft edge kind of coming out. It's just the default FBX. because I can't use the Substance Painter FBX because my Substance Painter is too damn old. See, like, like if we kind of kind of get rid of this. Like you have like your fur texture. Like we can change how intense this is. See, then what I want to do is then like apply like a gradient to this. So maybe what I actually want to do is make like, this is a folder. And we'll copy this mask. Where's my copy mask? Copy mask to this folder. Add a mask first, and then I can paste the mask. Paste the mask. There we go. Let's put this guy underneath it. And then let's just give you a black mask. I feel like I need something like underneath this to be able to kind of see what's going on. So let's add a layer underneath it that we can kind of have on. Example like this, so we can kind of see. And then can I do like a soft brushies? Reveal that. Is that how this one? Is that how I want to work this? This is darker. Gender swap. Then does this let me play around with the? I don't want that. Does this let me? I don't want the size either. Soften that up. Is that what I'm after? So you can kind of add in these like, I feel like that's the kind of effect. I don't know. It's kind of annoying to paint, and you can kind of soften that up a little. I think that kind of works, like that idea. And add that in to a bunch of places on the white to get some like extra fluffy. I think how I actually want to, I guess like the working strategy here is you have to turn on just like the aggressive version of it so you can see what the heck you're doing, and then paint in the more subtle version of it. Let's try this. So let's just undo these masks. Now where do I want to do these lines? Some on like the trying to think of where I want these to be shaped, so we can kind of go to the hard brush. We can kind of figure out where we want to put these. Maybe have like some on the bottom there. I feel like I want one kind of like on the elbow. No idea if this will work the way I want it to. I have maybe one sort of following down. These will be thinner lines. No idea. Like this needs, this is the thing that needs like actual artistic skill, and I just don't know if I'm bringing that to the table. I actually have those skills. Okay, let's just play around with this. So we want to, let's just fill in a big area to work with. We're really just doing like the top edge of it essentially. I kind of keep it the same direction as the rest of this fur. And just chunk that in. Then on this row above it, now we just switch to a softy brush. Music ended. Softy brush. We can kind of just fill in the edges a little bit using our guide. We can hide that layer. Tidy it. Slightly smaller brush. I don't know, does that kind of do what I want it to do? It does add a little bit more depth. How does this look in the... How does this look in the actual shader? I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I try another patch maybe and see if it hard to tell with the lighting here. These are. What do you guys think? I'll try another section here and see. I don't know if I want this whole section, but you know, let's just try it. Let's try it. We're just screwing around here. It's hard to brush. Jeez. Maybe we'll do a little bit of artisan glimmet or something. Is it? Oh, right. This is getting my own layer stack. Easier to see if we switch to base color mode. Oh my god, so grayish tone is catching the eye in a really nice way looking at an angle. Yeah, we can play around with the exact kind of darkness, and even it might make sense to give like a little bit of color to it, maybe like a slight blue or something. Damn it, Fizz. I've got to press some buttons. And have my symmetry on. Let's go and fill this all in. And have symmetry on. Is this the same technique we used on the emission map before? No, it's kind of a little bit different. I guess it's similar in the sense of like how I'm physically like shading it in, like with like the brush settings, but I feel like kind of like the intent is different. If that makes sense, I don't know. Symmetry for this. I don't know if I like that line. I think those fluffs need to be bigger. Yeah, those. Okay, let's mulligan that. We're gonna try this again, just with a bigger tufts. Let's just fill this back in. The tufts at the bottom felt okay. Secret to making bigger tufts is to just not be so zoomed in. So that shine is really screwing with me. Bigger tufts fizz. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I'm feeling it. Kind of digging the technique. I just don't know if I have the artistic ability to make it work. Give me draw lines. You can fill in the colors. You can fill in the colors the best. You can pretend to be a real artist. Let's see what this looks like in oh, thanks, North. I definitely like the idea. I think I need to tweak a little bit where it ends up and stuff, but I'm definitely digging the idea. I do think it helps to block out the white better. What if we play around a little bit with the colors? Exactly what we're doing with that layer. Of course, we're doing a multiply, but we could add some color to it as well. Like a light, really, really light blue or red, maybe. Red might kind of work a bit more. So it's hard to tell, but this white is actually not white. It's slightly pink. I just found that like a slight pink just works a bit better. We can also make this a bit more or less subtle, but I think just like a little bit more, maybe the red. think the blue feels like a little too contrasty. I think I'm feeling some puzzles now. You love shoving balls in your mouth. I mean, Jack, thanks for sharing. I appreciate the honesty. Kraken sightings were actually whales hitting weapon inspection. Hitting weapon inspect on their meat. That's too much red. Less saturation. Export ease. Yes, okay. It's like it was a little subtle. Again, I think I like the idea. I think I need to play around a little bit with where I want to put these lines. But I think the idea works kind of good. I need to figure out getting them like nice in the chest. I can probably, like I said, I can probably add in that not mission map, sorry. That ambient occlusion map. Where is that ambient occlusion map? Let's see. Unity. Oh wait, I literally had it open. Why would I close? I literally closed the one folder that it was just already open in. And I would like to add in the ambient occlusion there. So let's add that in as an alpha, which just means color. And I would like to add that to the project. And then we can add that to, I can't remember, can I add that to the base color in the fill? Or do I need that to be? I'm not seeing it. Does that need to be a paint layer? I don't remember. I think the paint layer. No, that's not what I want. Why doesn't this show up very well? Oh, it's just very subtle. It's just very subtle. We can kind of see where some of those lines are. Can we add a filter to this? I feel like a brightness contrast kind of thing. There's a contrast. Make this a little bit easier to see. This is not what I want is like a levels. But I don't think that this has like a levels adjust. This is the filter that I'm after. So yeah, so I think I just need to work with the lines that we can kind of see inside the ambient occlusion. Let's just take a quick look through these. That's the ambient occlusion map right there. Ooh, the cavity map might be a little easier to work with. Or the shading map. Let's see what those all look like. Cavity map, same thing. Alpha, add to the project. There we go. Okay, that's easier to see where these lines are. And I could probably use this as a guide for where I want to put some of those, just so it kind of follows some of the contour lines a bit nicer. Okay. Let's save this. I'll turn that back off so I'm not scared when I open this again. Let's save this. I'll leave this open in the background. Let's do some puzzles. Finish off the stream with some puzzles. Put this tablet away. I have to say, I'm still really enjoying this tablet. It wasn't particularly cheap. Actually, I don't even know what this goes for nowadays. It's like a Wacom Intuos large. What is this? It's a Wacom Intuos large. Like that. This guy. Anyway, those curious. This is what I'm using as a tablet. This thing it's large. Which honestly is the nicest thing that I like about it. It's just a huge. It also works like a touchpad. Pro artist. Okay, when I did buy this, I was actively doing commission work, so the commission work kind of paid for it. Not really, because I probably could have made more money just like driving Uber or something like that in my spare time. But that's Canadian dollars too, so adjust for your local currency. But I really like the tablet. It's very big. Like it's not quite the same. It's maybe the size of like a 22-inch or so monitor. Super comfy. Show you the one I've been looking at. Not that you need one. Yeah, feel free to show. Let's just do a couple Glimeth puzzles. Just sit back, relax, and be really sure about a shape in a place. Switch over to this music. 99 solved? Almost there. Hi, Willis. Willis cameo. Let's start with a nice 2, just to warm up. For anyone that hasn't seen Artisan of Glimeth, it's a game where we fill in a big shape with little shapes. That's it. Actually, that's really it. There's a couple more subtle rules, but the game gets surprisingly difficult. Okay, so what can we see here? So these 3 shapes we have to work with for this puzzle. The only thing that can go in here is a 3 dude, because the other 2 shapes can't fit in there. Which means this has to be a cross, that has to be a cross, this has to be a square, that has to be a square, that has to be a cross. That can't be a cross, so I'm guessing we have that. Some kind of art thing again at some point. Dig the XP pen display tablet or the closet. Yeah, do it. Do it. Nice little warm-up puzzle. I'm sure they won't get any more difficult than that. Okay. Okay, so my attention is immediately drawn to the bottom right corner. You could certainly have 2 across like that. I think we have to have 2 across like that because this doesn't fit there. So I think we have to have, this is our bottom row. And then likewise, this has to be that. And then like, again, because of this, that has to be there. Okay, I think we got this one. There we go. Okay, that one was also reasonably straightforward. Get up to a 4. Save the, oh, a 7. Okay, what does the 7 look like? Extreme challenge ahead. Difficulty 7 is the highest in the game. These puzzles are diabolically tough. We recommend saving them until you've completed most of the game. As you gain experience, you'll learn subtle tricks to help overcome them. Oh, God. Anyways, okay, let's not do puzzle 7. Okay, I want to make sure there is because they hide them in here. That one's done. Oh no, we haven't done that one. Here's a 4, so let's step it up a little bit from what we've been doing. Okay. Where do we have? Okay, we have. I'm drawn to here, where we have this one tile that only the one shape can get to. But it could go either side, so that doesn't. I don't know if that really helps us. Because it could be. No, it can't be that because that will block off that. Likewise, it can't be that. So therefore, it has to either be something like that or something like that. But I feel like it could be either or. The game is very adamant that we don't have to do any guessing. It drove that into us a lot in the first little bit, that we should be able to solve each one by logic only. No guesses. So anyway, so if I start guessing, and we can... and we do that, just watch, this will just not work. I mean, we could do... just start guessing. I know, see, that doesn't work. That fell apart pretty quick, actually. Okay, maybe that was a clue. So, if we do this, and this, for example, we run into a problem. Or do we? We could just do that. We can still fit these guys. So that doesn't have to be that. This could still, we could still do that. Oh, but then we're gonna run into a problem with these. This kind of screws us over, doesn't it? Okay, that kind of works. Okay, that solves it. I feel like we just 100% guessed at that, though. Oh, you're right, Cume. Actually, you're right. No, that was right. Because there's no way that would have been a good. So that inadvertently our guess was probably the initial piece. Yeah, you're 100% right. So what he's saying is this tile right here has to be this shape in this orientation, because that's the only way that tile can get filled. So inadvertently, I think we guessed the right starting piece. The second law of puzzling: whenever you find a pair of cells that cannot be connected, draw a border between them. Okay, so again, for those who have seen, must save and delete and restart since you guessed. For those who haven't seen some of the previous ones, the other rule is you cannot have a shape on either side of a barrier. right? So this is an illegal move. Not that we could do it with these shapes anyways, but sometimes, for example, like you could, let's say, for example, that was a legal move. This would not be a legal move because there's a barrier between them. Either side of the barrier has to be a different piece. Okay. Okay, so right away I'm drawn to this. Oh, no, I'm not. It has to. It has to. I was drawn to this, but I guess both pieces actually fit in here, so maybe I'm not drawn to... Maybe I'm not drawn to that. Where's this first move? I guess, okay, we do know that has to be there. It could continue, but that has to be there. You think the top has to be a U? You're saying that it could not also likewise be something like this. Because I think by the same logic, where certainly it might continue, but this for sure, these three are one piece. For sure. And if these three are one piece, then the only way to fill in that guy is with this. Has to be. And then the only way to fill in this guy without leaving that guy is like that. And then the only way to fill in this guy is like that. Still don't know if this piece continues over. But are we screwed here though? Did we screw ourselves here? Then how do we fill this in? If we do that, we have no way of getting there. Ooh, tricky. Wait. Did we make a logical error somewhere? I don't feel like we made a logical error. Okay, we'll just go through it one more time. Just restart. Okay, so this has to be there. It might continue. Has to be there. It might continue. Now, if I want to get in here, it could be that way, or it could be that. Oh. Stupid. Delete. Just restart. I know it's like this. I guess I don't know which way it's facing. This never makes errors. Likewise, I know this has to be there. It could continue. Happy little accidents. So if it continues, like if it's this shape, this would have to be that, but I'm not so convinced, you know? Again, that might continue. This would have to be that. Again, it might continue. But if this does do this, we're stuck in this same situation where I'm not sure how we're ending up with this weird shape in here. I think there's so many options. Still think the top is a U. What are you basing that on, though, Cume? Like, why could it not be this? Okay, yeah. So let's think about this top piece, or the barrier piece. Okay, I'm pretty confident that we have that. So we have to go in there. So we either have that, or we have that. What does this do to the top? If we have this full shape, we can't fill in the top. Even if this is a U, that's allowed. felt like we did some guessing there. I felt like there was some guessing involved in that one. Oh God, why are the pieces so big? Why is it so big? We got a 4 along. How the hell do we get this one? I guess that would have to be that shape. And this one would have to be that one because that doesn't... Oh, that could fit. It could be like that. How can you even fill in that bottom area? Like... that? Ooh. We're left with this weird hole. I know a thing or two about weird... Anyways. Sark. Hi, Tanny. Hi, Tanny. Huh. We're just kind of left with this weird spot. I'm just making sure I'm counting these right. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. And I mean, this could be that. Or it could be that. Right, but the problem is that, like, these two pieces by themselves, I think, could be flipped. But then we're just left with this weird spot that we can't get to. That doesn't make any sense. Well, I'm confident about this one piece so far. What do we do here? We can... This would have to either be something like that, or it could be a thing like this. Which, okay, wait, that works with that. Oh, wait, I think... Wait. No. No. Is there any other places that feel like the game didn't change, by the way? Plymouth. Oh my God, am I spelling this wrong? Is there 2 M's or something? 2 M's, there it is. It's ramped up the difficulty very fast. Yes, this game gets, its difficulty levels are very non-linear. Okay, what about this? I guess we could fill in this pocket like that, but then we're left with an impossible shape. We can't, that's too short. So it would have to, if this guy is that, we would have to do, I guess we could just poke in with, there's too much guessing. There's too much guessing going on here. If we just look at this piece in isolation, I feel like the 2 ways that we have to fill it in would be like that or that. The problem is that fills up the same shape. Oh, wait. Like that? Are we cooking? Then And my next intuition is this. Let's play around. Could that be something else? Can't do that because that'll leave us an impossible spot. We can't do that because that'll leave us impossible spots in between. So I think that has to be there. What about this? That's impossible. It's not possible. That's a bunch of impossible shapes, so I think that also has to be like that. This one, we wanted to come in here. I mean, we could do that, but that leaves us with some weird shapes. Do that, actually. We're forced into this, which is fine. You can do that. Really, ooh, trying to get some weird leftovers here. We gotta be careful. We gotta be careful. Ah, there we go. There it is. There it is. There's a 6 over there. I don't know if I want to do this. I mean, we can look at the 6. Oh my god. Remember, no guessing, chat. We'll come back for the 6s. How many are hidden? Still quite a few in this area, apparently. There's one there. Oh my god. What is this shape? Okay, well maybe this isn't so hard other than having to think about what this shape looks like in different orientations. It's filling in the stained glass windows, that's right. Oh my god. My brain thinking about that's down 3. Okay, that works. And then it's this one that's filled out. Just trying to flip this in my head. So that's that side that goes over 3 and up. Okay. Oh, okay. 5. Another 2. Now has gone Glimmer of First World and Spyro 2. Okay. This needs to be that, but it could go up either way. But wait, this one can't go along there. It can't go along there. Which means I think that has to be that. And that has to be that. And that would have to be that. It's easy. Okay, easy. Let's look at the 5. Okay, that has to be there. We have this 2, so that has to be there. It can't be like that, so that has to be that. Oh no, we're immediately screwed over. We're just immediately screwed over. Now we can't fill in this. Where was our logical mistake here? Be like that as well. That could go either way with there. Okay. Did we just solve our first 5, chat? Oh my god, we just solved our first 5. I screwed it up. We all solved our first 5. Holy crap. Wait, no, maybe we didn't do another 5 because we got an achievement for that before, didn't we? Okay, so we're missing 2 puzzles still, but I think those are the number 6 and the... It's the 6 and the 7, I swear to God. Okay, let's continue on. Note what you know. The key to success in trickier puzzles is marking down partial progress. Merge cells when you know they belong to the same region. Draw borders when you know that they exist. Do this immediately. Even if you don't know the full shape of a region, filling in the facts will reveal new ways to make further progress until the puzzle is complete. Immediately. Oh my god. Oh my god, I don't like this. Okay, so again, for people who haven't seen previous streams, how the colored tiles work, there's a bunch of new mechanics now. How the colored tiles work is you have to make shapes which contain all of each color type. So if there's 2 color types, for example, that's a valid shape. They don't have to be the same shape, but that's a valid shape. Let me pick one that's like a different shape. Like that would be a valid shape, for example. It just has, each shape has to contain 1 of each color. Okay. This other symbol, this means that the 2 shapes on either side of it have to be the same shape. So for example, if it was this, then this has to be that shape. Or maybe it could be that shape, right? The orientation doesn't matter. It just has to be the same shape on either side. Maybe actually that's a good hint on where to start. Because if we go from here, the only way to get to a blue, this is the only blue we can get to. Right, we can use whatever shapes we want. So now the shape library is up to our discretion. But, for example, that's the only way I can get to that piece. So I'm very confident that that's the only where we can go. This can't get to another blue anywhere. So now I'm thinking to myself, and this seems like another gimme. So for example, on either side of this, they have to be the same. So if that one has to be that, same thing, that's the only blue that red can get to. This has to be the same shape on this side, right? Okay. What are we doing here? I guess this is also the... Okay, no, that... Ooh. Oh, right, but we can do that. We're allowed to do that. So that works. Those are the same shape. Success. The only red this guy can get to is here. It could be a full cube. Oh, but it can't be a full cube because a full cube doesn't work down here. Again, this could extend a little bit. Extending's fine. This guy has some options. He can go to a couple reds, so let's come back to you. What about this? This red can go to a bunch of blues. That's... but if this red... No, let's say if this red goes to there... This red can still go to a bunch of blues. Okay. We have this tile, which has to be connected to that blue. This blue can get to a bunch of reds. Pluto! In that sub to dan.exe. God, I thought I have music for this. Why does it not have music for that? Pluto with their 77th gifted sub on the channel. Pluto, holy crap. Pets in chat for Pluto. Where's the Fizzpet? Fizzpet. This wolf pet? Where's my pet? Where's my pet emote? Wait, where is my pet emote? What is it called? Oh, Fizzwolf Gold Good Boy. Why would I call it Fizzwolf Good Boy? Well, thank you for the continued support of the channel. I appreciate it, Bean. Okay, where are we at? This guy. It could go to either that or that, but if we go to that one, then this guy can't get to anything. So I'm pretty confident in those. That's a line of 4. So we could do that. This could continue to fill in that pattern. That works. This guy, again, could be like that. That works. No restrictions here. And then just trying to fill in these shapes. Kinda screws that guy over. Wait. Oh no, this shape. Wait, no, that's fine. This guy's still. There we go. Done. New area? There's so much puzzle left. Oh, okay, new all regions must have an area of 4. So this is a new mechanic. A windmill or something here. So all regions have to have 4 pieces. That would have to be that because I can't go down here and I can't go down here. Okay. All regions must have 3 pieces. Okay, so first impression is these all have to kind of not block off those areas. Okay. That doesn't work because this needs to be able to reach down to here. Okay. Is it a stretch to say some of these have more than one solution? They claim that there are only single solutions to all of these puzzles. Oh my god. All these puzzles. So what the little delta symbol means is that the shapes on either side of the wall need to be different shapes. Is how that works. They all have to have 4s, so we know that that has to be shaped like that, but they have to be different. From each, well, not like these two can be the same. There's nothing stopping us from doing something like, oh, we can't do that because that's stopping us from doing something like that. This one has to be the same. I was feeling pretty guessy, I'm not gonna lie. Mostly just battle at how someone came up with it. Baffle me. Some of these puzzle games are really good. We've been doing like a little puzzly sweeping lately. Hold control to see the size of the area. Oh, okay. All regions must have an area of 7. Area of 7. I'm going to grow this. What is that? 6. Area is just 1 square, right? That's what I'm thinking. Seven, six. This guy's got to get out. This guy's got to get out. Can reach to there. Need one more. Need two more. I felt a little guessy. Exactly 11. Has to be a different shape there. But that's gonna block that guy and that guy, so I think this has to come in here. That's 11. There's the underpants badge. Wait, what do you mean? Underpants badge you got. What do you mean now, Paluto? I'm confused. Here's the underpants badge you got. Paluto, I'm confused. Next to name. Oh, I see it. I see it. Is the rest of this just 11? Okay. That was kind of weird. I don't know if I like where these count ones are going. Okay, another new mechanic. Polymo depicts the shape of its region. Okay. That feels... How is that not easier? Oh, you wanted the Pokeball. Okay, just teaching you the mechanics. How is that not easier? I'm sure it'll get worse. Position 3. All of these things. I can't go up there because that leaves a size 4, so I think we're stuck with that. Okay. Yes, you did say that you're not going to stay up till 4 a.m. again, and then here you are, mister. Oh, a random 4. I don't know if we're ready for a 4. Let's try a 3. Have a good night, Helix. We'll probably wrap up on another couple puzzles here anyways, so. It's been nice. See you later, Bean. 13. 13. Excuse me? Excuse me? I guess it could do that. 13 fizz. It's got to be like 2 shapes. Actually, wait. It is 2 shapes. The whole area is 26. I know that those 2 have to be together. Man, I don't know if I know much else. I guess, what if we just build a symmetric shape? Does that just work? Feels very guessy. Shit. Shit. You can't put the same shape on either side of the barrier. It has to be a different shape on either side of the barrier. So there's nothing stopping me from doing that. That works. That works. Okay. I don't know if I want to do a 4 to finish us off here. Let's just do a couple more of these easy ones. Well, that one has to be there. No, that can't be that because it'll block. Okay. Exactly 11. So it's 3 shapes in this one. Okay, well this has to be different shape on the either side of this. I'm guessing we have something like this going on. Can this fill in this shape? That's 11. That's 11. That's our last shape. Do a couple more of these other ones. Oh, really? And is that allowed? Okay. Okay, so we can have more than one. Oh yeah, it's even telling us you can have more than one in the same region. Wait, what? All right, we can have a region of 1 as well. Region of 1 is a thing. Precision 3. Same shape, different shape. That's same shape. Oh wait, they have to have 3. Okay, but then there's nothing stopping me from... Oh no, because that needs to be the same shape, I see. Yeah, because I can't do that because that would block off that area, so it has to be there. This also has to be different, but also 3, so that's the only option. We need this filled in. This could be some different options. You know, without guessing, because we don't guess. We don't guess here. Oh, wait a second. Right, I keep forgetting I can have regions of 1. Okay. And these one ones are really just trying to teach you the puzzle mechanics, aren't they? Feels like it has multiple solutions. You don't need to place whole shapes at once. It can be useful to color incomplete parts of the shape. Okay. Go either way. Could go either way. But then this one has to be like that, which means that one has to be like that, which means that one, that one. Okay. Mingle shapes. Neighboring regions must have different shapes. More new mechanics. Okay. Oh my God, there's so many puzzles. So many puzzles. Okay, let's one more. Let's try this 4. We'll end it here. 16. There's 2 shapes in here. Puzzles. Oh God, where do we even start? This tile. Could go this way. Spill out. It could also go this way. Ooh. This guy has to wrap like around or something. Wait, what? That could just also be like that, and then that other guy doesn't need to wrap around. I mean, we're not guessing here. It's 13, that's 11. It's 14. Oh, that's the same shape apparently. Oh, that's how they trick you, because like it feels like that's okay. How do I make these different shapes? Where can I pull from one in an asymmetric way? I feel like I've fallen victim to their trap here. And then where could I add one? Maybe on the pink side. I can't add one there. This is hard. Oh, I guess that would just be doing it symmetric though. Okay, maybe that's still... No, I can't do that. No, I can't do that up there either. It's the stupid barrier rule. Where can I expand to? That's like a legal rule. I can't, that'll break it up. This guy can't go up here. Yeah, we extend. $17 tiles. Then if I remove some, no, because that needs to be. Can't bring that down there though. I don't see how we're doing this one. These stupid barrier rules. Maybe it's a hint that the place that the barriers are asymmetric is here. Because we don't have this barrier here. Means that could be... Is there one other place I could take it from? There. God damn, that's the same shape, Fizz. Fizz! I don't know, I'm kind of lost on this one. Ah! It's just the same shape again, Fizz. Okay, well, my brain's fried. I'm still liking this game. There's so much more. There's so much more puzzle. Okay. All right, okay. I also started shrimping pretty bad there. Okay, let's see who we could rate out on. We could send you... Oh, there you go. Bandelp's playing some How to Fish. Go check out some How to Fish with Bandelp. Thanks for watching, guys. Nice chill little, I was about to say Saturday. Nice chill little, Tuesday evening. Arts, puzzles. Beautiful. How to fish. Start the raid on Bandelp. Everyone, thanks for hanging out. We'll see you probably Saturday morning for maybe some more Manor Lords. Yeah, maybe we'll do some more Manor Lords. Keep working on that civilization. We'll figure out if we want to restart now that we got the idea of it, or just power through. In the meantime, go say hi to Bandelp here and have a good rest of your week, Beans. Bye-bye.
So has everybody got knife or ducks?
I don't have a
No, we're working